Plaintiff Deborah Reardon says the defendant is her daughter, and when she was 21, she ended up in the hospital because she overdosed on heroin, and from that point on was in and out of rehab. Deborah is suing her daughter for a loan. Defendant Gina says everything bad that has happened in her life is due to the way she was raised. Gina insists Deborah was never there for her because she was addicted to cocaine, and Gina suspects she's still using to this day.
All right, give me some background here.
Okay, my daughter is Gina. When she was growing up, Gina had everything and anything throughout her life that she wanted. Anything, the best of everything. Anything Gina wanted. Games that were $300 back then. Jackets that were $500. Gina got at 11 years old.
Did she get a car in high school?
She got a car. Gina got a car when she got a license. She was probably just going into high school. That's when she got her first car.
Actually, Your Honor, I did have the best of everything, but not from my mother, and I didn't.
Where'd you get it from?
I didn't get a car. My father.
Okay.
I didn't get a car.
Were they married?
No.
Oh.
They haven't been together since I was like 1.
That's not true, but she was
didn't
a
say
few
she
years
You didn't
old.
say you gave it to her, right?
And then I gave her second
she had
car.
the best of everything.
I gave her her second car. She lived with me all of her life until she was about close to 13 because Gina didn't want to take orders. Gina didn't want to like clean her room, do homework. Middle of junior high into high school.
That's when
so
she started
that's when
rebelling.
her father, who's an enabler for Gina, took Gina because she was so bad in the household, interrupting everything all the time. And I'm not here to hurt my daughter. I love my daughter. I didn't bring Gina here to hurt her or embarrass her, and I want her to know that from the bottom of my heart. I love this girl so, so much. I just want a great life for her that she had, and she's not being honest right now, Gina, growing up. I gave my children everything. Unfortunately, maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. But
did she perform well in school when you were showering her with these things?
At times. Gina's a very intelligent girl.
Yeah,
and Gina has a lot of great points. Believe that.
Just a word of advice. You need to attach all these gifts to their performance in school. A young adult or a young person, their job is school. That's their job.
Absolutely.
A lot of these kids say, well, I want to work. I want to do this. Your job is to do well in school. Then your wages are the things that you get living in the household. Food, clothing, transportation, and all the other things that might be showered on you that your parents can afford. But if they don't do well at their job, just like any other job, you don't do well at your job, you don't get paid. Period. So let me hear from you. You give me some background before we get to the loan she's suing you about.
You know, I did have a good, childhood. I had everything, like she was saying, but
Why didn't you do well in school?
I mean, I did good at times, like she said.
She did well at times.
I wasn't.
Right, that's the proper way, right?
She did.
So why didn't you do well consistently?
I don't know. You know, I was a kid. You know, I'm 28 years old now, so I have no idea.
Okay.
But, at the time, I did have everything, but, she was never in the house. She wasn't there. So,
Excuse me, that's not true.
Emotionally, she wasn't there for me. She subjected me and my brothers to a lot as a kid because she was a drug addict.
That is not true. That is so not true, Your Honor. I was in the house every single day. When they came home from school or I picked her up, I was there. They ate supper every single night at a certain time.
Were you a drug addict?
No, I did dabble. I'm not going to lie about it. No, I did not a lot. And Gina, you know that. And my children never saw it. I sat them down when they got older and told them about it. And to stay away from it, that is horrible stuff.
What type of drugs?
I have been clean for over 10 years.
To me.
Cocaine.
She won't let me talk.
No.
What type of drugs?
I don't really know.
You say cocaine?
It was cocaine. You see, she said she didn't know because she didn't know until I told her.
You said you didn't know.
Because I don't want to embarrass her.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But, if she's going to sit there and say
How long was she on cocaine to your knowledge?
I feel like she says she's clean. I don't really feel like she is.
How long was she on it?
My whole life she did
during your
drugs.
whole
My
childhood?
whole life. Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
No.
Crack cocaine?
Powder.
High class.
I never did it. I snorted
that's right.
it.
That's high class. You're right.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest. I snorted it.
All right.
Can we get back?
You wasn't no crackhead. You were a high class
No, I wasn't.
cocaine
And I
head.
didn't do it every day.
You get points for that.
I knew that this was going to come
You
up.
get points for that. All right.
Okay, so can we continue?
Let me allow her to finish the background, then we'll get to the loan. Did you have any other background you wanted to give on the case?
She says she's clean for 10 years. I don't believe that because she just stole money from my brother like a year ago. And
untrue.
No one in the family talks to her. Nobody. And a lot of it is because of money. She actually offered to give it to me, and I said no at first because I knew it was going to be nothing but drama. But now,
okay, let's get to the money, ma'am.
At the time, I needed it, so.
All right, first of all, I don't know really where things went bad. At about 21 years old, Gina, I get a phone call at my job. My daughter is at St. Elizabeth's Hospital, overdosed on heroin.
Oh.
I ran out of my job to the hospital and to make sure that my daughter was still alive. Okay, Gina, that's when her father and I found out Gina was a heroin addict.
And it's due to
So Gina Marie has been into so many.
It's due to what?
It's due to everything. Everything that I've gone through in my life reflects on my past, like the way she raised me.
Let's move on.
So anyhow, it all went downhill from there. It was just rehab, detox, rehab, driving her one night, going to take her to a place. She begged me to do this. Please, I promise I'll stay at this one. Okay, Gina, I'm going to do it. We're on the Mass Pike. She's threatening me. She's going to punch me in the face or kick me in the face in the car. As I'm trying to help her every minute of the day, trying to help this girl out. Okay, so we get there. Gina didn't even stay but overnight. The next day, or late in the middle of the night, somehow she walked out of it. Her father paid for a cab that was close to $100 for her to get back home into the same people, places, and things that I begged her to stay away from. And then Gina did also a prison in 2007. She tried to rob a gas station with a syringe. Unfortunately, that broke my heart. Okay, I never thought my daughter would ever spend time in a woman's prison, Your Honor. Okay, so we got through that.
Too, so.
I visited her every weekend.
See monkey do.
How long was she in jail?
I never went to jail, Your Honor.
Oh, you didn't go to jail? Because I could have sworn that I'm the one who put up the money.
No,
to
Gina,
get you out.
that was because of a warrant
you
that
were
wasn't
there, right?
on me, and
But
you
were
know
there,
that,
right?
because it was dismissed. And because I had moved.
The loan. Let's get to the loan.
Okay, so Gina was doing well, finally, after a couple of years. Gina had come to me at about the beginning of 2009.
Is this your mate?
Yes, this is my man, Joseph
Let me hear
Burr.
from you.
My
What's your
boyfriend,
name, sir?
right.
Joseph.
What do you want to tell me today?
They asked me to come because of the Christmas. At Christmas, I was...
It's not Christmas, sir.
On Christmas, I was there. On Christmas.
Oh.
And she was cooking. I'm in the room. I heard them arguing. I came out into the
She was
kitchen.
cooking. I thought she only snorted. I'm right with you.
No,
I
we were
thought
cooking at dinner.
Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner.
Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So she's cooking. And then I heard them arguing. I came out the room. Next thing I know, he just attacked her. And if I wasn't there, I think she'd have really hurt her. But I broke it up. That's all.
All right. Tell me about the loan.
In November, she had come to me begging me, Ma, can I borrow some money? Now, I don't make a lot of money.
How much did she ask to borrow?
So she asked in November, begging me if she could borrow the money for bills.
How much?
$380.
All right. And you loaned it to her. When was she to repay?
She wrote out a promissory note for me.
Please. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
What do you mean? I signed it. She asked me to sign it.
I was very clear. Don't play games with me. Now, once again, $380 you signed saying you owe her.
She wrote it out.
Do you owe her or not?
I don't feel like I do.
Why?
Because
$380 for the plaintiff. Don't come in here playing your dope games with me. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. I would just love to tell Gina that I love her to death, and all I want for her is a wonderful life that she should want for her and her daughter. They both deserve it. Gina is a wonderful person with a heart of gold, but I can't believe that she did not tell the truth in here.